Hey friends, we're back together again, and today we have a real challenge ahead of us. We're going to try to escape from the creepy Mr. Nightmare's school. This is going to be an incredibly thrilling adventure, and I can't wait to get started. But before we dive into this spooky atmosphere, I want to remind you how important your support is. Every like you give us is like a ray of light in this dark place, helping us move forward and overcome every obstacle.
Guys, this school is a real nightmare come true. You have no idea how crucial your involvement is. Likes and subscriptions aren't just empty clicks. They give us the strength to fight and push on when everything seems hopeless. So don't hold back. Support us, and we'll show Mr. Nightmare what we're made of.
I'm so worried for Tim. This school is full of traps and dangers, and I'm terrified just thinking about what could happen if we miss something. Please subscribe to the channel so you don't miss a single moment. With every subscription, there's a chance someone else will see this video and help with advice in the comments. And with notifications turned on, you won't miss a single detail of our adventure.
Ugh, I can already sense how much dirt and nastiness awaits us ahead. But you know what will help me not feel so grossed out? Your comments. Share your thoughts on our playthrough, give tips on how to avoid traps, and just share what's on your mind. And let's keep it positive. Only good vibes and helpful advice, okay? No rudeness, just friendliness and support.
Yes, everyone. Together, we can get through Mr. Nightmare's school. Your likes, subscriptions, and comments are what make our adventures possible. We love sharing the most exciting moments with you, and with your support, we'll be doing it even more often and better. Let's make this episode unforgettable. Right now, our boy Tim is lifting some very heavy boxes to get to the top. I think there's a lot of interesting stuff waiting for us up there.
I don't think there's anything interesting waiting for us up there. I think there's a lot of dangerous and difficult things ahead. I'm so worried about Tim. What if he can't handle it? What if he gets hurt on some sharp metal edges?
Don't panic! Tim has handled tougher things than this. He'll get through this level with ease.
I think we're in for a lot of dirty, disgusting, and unpleasant things ahead. And also,
Let's not worry and get anxious. To distract ourselves, let's tell stories to our favorite viewers.
Yes, I agree.
Story will be about how Tim ended up in a parallel world where everything is reversed. One day, Tim stumbled upon a strange door in an old abandoned building. Thinking it might be something exciting, he opened it and found a glowing portal. He stepped through and found himself in a parallel world where everything was upside down. The sky was beneath him, and people walked on the ceiling. Oh, Tim, this is incredible. We're in such an amazing world where everything is upside down and looks completely different. Can you imagine how thrilling it is to see the world from this unusual perspective? We can walk on ceilings and see clouds under our feet. Every corner of this world is full of wonders, and I can't wait to discover what's next. Everything feels so unique and exciting. With every new step, my heart fills with joy and delight as we experience this fantastic adventure together. And you know what's the most amazing part? Here, we can see familiar things in a completely new light. For instance, how clouds flow across the ceiling, how rivers run along walls, and how we walk on the upper floors of buildings while the buildings themselves seem to float in the air. It's like we've entered a world of fantasies and dreams where the boundaries of the ordinary and extraordinary are blurred. I'm ready to explore every corner of this world, and I'm sure there are thrilling discoveries ahead.
Honestly, I was a bit annoyed when I saw that everything was upside down and completely different from what we're used to. But you know what? It's actually better. It's like a challenge that's worth taking. This strange, reversed environment makes our journey even more thrilling. We can use this oddity to our advantage and find ways to overcome all the obstacles in our path. Let everything be reversed. It only adds excitement and drive to our adventure. We'll stick together and tackle any challenges that come our way. Yes, it might seem that everything is difficult and unfamiliar, but that's what makes our adventure so thrilling. Every step is a challenge. Every obstacle is a chance to show our skill and ingenuity. We won't let these strange conditions stop us. In the end, overcoming difficulties only adds adrenaline and makes the victory even sweeter. So let's go, despite all the inverted things and unusual conditions.
All this looks pretty frightening. We're in a completely unfamiliar world, and I can't help but worry about what might be waiting for us. What if there are hidden dangers we don't know about? We don't understand how this gravity works, and what might happen if we're not careful. I really don't like the thought of stumbling into something dangerous or ending up in an unpleasant situation. I hope we can find a way back home safely and not get hurt along the way. Every move we make here could have unexpected consequences. I'm anxious about the possibility of running into some trap or ending up in a situation we can't get out of. Our usual landmarks don't work here anymore, and that makes everything so unpredictable. I can't stop worrying about what might happen if we're not careful. We need to be cautious and act carefully to avoid anything truly dangerous.
I don't like how everything looks here. Everything is reversed and strange, and it's making me feel disgusted. This world seems dirty and unpleasant. I don't like that we'll have to walk on ceilings and view everything from such an unusual angle. I hope there's nothing too disgusting that we can't handle. Everything seems not only strange, but also really off-putting. I hope we find a way out quickly and return to a cleaner and more familiar world. And the entire reversed world looks like it hasn't been cleaned in ages. Dust and dirt hanging from the ceiling, as if someone forgot about cleaning. It's just unpleasant to see how untidy everything is and how we have to walk through these unappealing areas. It all seems not only strange, but truly repulsive. I hope we find a way out quickly and get back to a more orderly and familiar place.
Tim continued his journey through the reversed world, exploring its peculiarities and trying to adapt to the new conditions. Each of his inner friends experienced their emotions about what was happening, making the adventure even more interesting and challenging. And what will the next story be about? You will hear for yourself. Now, I'm so excited to tell you about how Tim recently met a group of amazing robot explorers. These robots are true adventurers, traveling across Earth and studying everything around them. When Tim first encountered them, his eyes lit up with excitement. He was amazed at how the robots gathered information about people and nature using their advanced technology. He immediately felt part of something grand and thrilling. Their mission isn't just about collecting data, but understanding our world better, exploring every detail, and uncovering hidden secrets. Tim was thrilled by the chance to be part of such an incredible journey. It was a real adventure filled with emotions and amazing discoveries.
But as you might expect, not everything went smoothly. Despite their advanced technology, these robots faced many challenges. Sometimes the robots made mistakes, which caused frustration. For example, there was a time when their research led to incorrect conclusions, and Tim and his new friends found themselves in a tricky situation that required immediate resolution. This really angered Tim because he had to fix problems caused by technical glitches or incorrect data. Yet, it was during these moments that Tim showed his true character and ability to handle challenges. These trials, though stressful, allowed Tim to learn a lot about himself and the importance of staying calm and finding solutions even in the toughest situations.
I can't help but worry for Tim when he found himself in such a complex situation. The robot explorers, although smart and well-prepared, could still face unforeseen dangers. I always felt anxious when Tim and his new friends encountered unexpected problems, like technical failures or complex conditions that required quick decisions. These moments created real anxiety for me because I feared Tim might end up in a difficult situation from which it would be hard to escape. But I believe that with his determination and the support of the robots, he will be able to overcome all challenges and continue his thrilling journey.
I also have to mention that Tim and the robots might have encountered some not-so-pleasant moments on their path. For instance, in some areas where they conducted their research, the conditions were not the cleanest or most comfortable. Tim had to deal with dirt, unpleasant smells, and even some disgusting creatures. These moments caused me a feeling of disgust, and I could imagine how Tim must have felt discomfort in such situations. But despite this, he continued his journey with resilience and determination. It was important not only to handle the unpleasantness, but to maintain a positive attitude despite all the difficulties and discomfort.
Unfortunately, I have to interrupt this story as it's time to say goodbye. We'll finish this story in one of the upcoming videos. To make sure you don't miss it, please subscribe and hit the bell icon to stay updated on our latest videos. Oh, how quickly time has flown by. We've only just started our exciting journey with the wandering robots, and it's already time to say goodbye. I hope you enjoyed exploring the planet with us.
Yes, and don't forget that there's still so much more interesting stuff ahead. We'll definitely continue our adventure in the next video. So don't miss out on the continuation. Subscribe to our channel.
And please, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. I always worry that you might miss our new videos and that you'll support us. So, make sure to hit the bell icon to stay updated on all our new content.
Also, leave your comments. We always appreciate your feedback. Just try to avoid any harshness to keep the mood pleasant. Your opinions matter to us.
Goodbye, friends. Hello, everyone, dear friends. It's me, Joy, along with anxiety, anger, and disgust. Today, Tim is playing a mode called Minions Berries Prison Run.
Hello, everyone. Look, Tim has been locked up here by the minions. There's one of them patrolling the corridor. Look, he looks scary, and he could harm us.
Forget about him. Let's escape through the ventilation quickly. Hi, subscribers. How's it going? Write in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Your support is very important to us and to Tim.
Hi! This place is disgusting. Look at the walls and floor. Everything is covered in dust and dirt. Honestly, it was cleaner in the cell. Let's find a way out quickly. Subscribers, help us out.
Guys, let's stay optimistic. Everything is fine. Tim is smart and brave. He'll definitely find a way out of here. Where have we ended up? This room looks pretty strange, don't you think? Oh, look at that minion. He's so funny and cute, even though he's standing by the door.
Oh no! He's starting to move towards us. What should we do? We need to find a safe place quickly before he catches us.
Stop panicking. We need to move quickly and decisively. If we can make it to the ventilation, we can escape from him. Let's find our way and keep moving.
Oh no, not another ventilation. I can't stand these dirty, cramped spaces anymore. But if it's the only way to escape that dreadful minion, I'm ready to go through it.
We did it! We're in the ventilation now, and the minion can't reach us. Now we just need to find our way out and seize every opportunity.
Wow, what is this room? Everything looks so luxurious. And what if the chandelier in that room fell on us?
All right, we've ended up in the minions' dungeon. Tim needs to stay alert. Minions are very cunning and stealthy. They could appear right beside us at any moment. We must get through this challenge and move forward.
It's full of rats and so cold here. It's really disgusting. Guys, hit the like button and subscribe so we can get out of here as soon as possible.
Disgust. It's not that bad here. There's water, it's spacious, and it's humid. What's more interesting is what awaits us next. This is truly an exciting and amazing adventure.
Oh no, no, no! This huge ball could crush us! How do we move forward? It looks so terrifying. I'm about to cry from fear. Tim, please be careful. I'm begging you, make it to the end.
Anxiety. Tim is doing great. Come on, Tim, I believe in you. You can overcome this giant ball and make it to the end. Forward. Just keep going.
Tim almost made it. Great job. He did it.
See? Even though you were worried, Tim has everything under control. He'll make it to the end.
Joy, I think this is a great moment to share a couple of interesting stories with our viewers. What do you think?
Yes, great idea. Let's share a couple of exciting stories with our viewers while Tim continues his adventure. I hope you'll enjoy them. Guys, have you hit the like and subscribe buttons? Then let's get started. This story is about Tim's transition to a new school. The first day at the new school was a real adventure. Tim was eagerly looking forward to it. There were many new faces around, and he was full of enthusiasm. I could feel his joy and inspiration. We eagerly watched as he smiled, made new friends, and explored his new surroundings. Each new discovery brought him joy, and his energy was simply contagious.
I couldn't help but worry about Tim. A new class, new teachers, new rules. Everything was new to him. I was concerned about how he would handle the adaptation and whether he would be able to get along with his classmates. Every little detail seemed important to me, and I was anxious about how he would feel in the new environment. I was scared that he might be left alone or that something might go wrong.
When I saw how some of the kids in class reacted to Tim, I was furious. I was irritated when some of the kids started teasing or showing unkindness. It was unfair. Tim deserved better than such taunts. I was ready to fight for his dignity and protect him from any attempts to belittle him.
Some moments of the first day were simply unpleasant. I felt disgusted when I saw the untidiness in the school cafeteria or locker room, and some kids behaved rudely and disrespectfully. All of this created an unpleasant impression and sometimes overshadowed the joy of new experiences. I was disappointed that the initial stage could be spoiled by such small things.
Despite all the difficulties, Tim managed to get through the first day. He found new friends and adapted to the new environment. His smile and positive energy returned when he realized that things weren't as scary as they had seemed at first. We were thrilled with his successes and the fact that he was able to overcome all the initial hurdles.
By the end of the day, I felt a sense of relief. Tim began to feel more confident, and his anxiety gradually subsided. Although I still worried about his adaptation, I saw that he started to get along with his classmates and felt more comfortable. It was reassuring.
I was glad that Tim was able to show who he was despite the initial difficulties. Even though some kids continued to behave inappropriately, Tim didn't let them break him and kept moving forward. I was proud of how he held his ground and didn't give in to provocations.
Although the first impression of the school had some unpleasant moments, I saw that Tim managed to overcome the difficulties and kept moving forward. It was important for him, and I understood that he was able to leave the negative moments behind and start a new chapter of his school life with a positive attitude.
Thus, the first day at the new school, though it began with worries and difficulties, became the start of a new and exciting adventure for Tim. We were happy to see his growth and development, and were confident that he would have many wonderful moments ahead. Hey guys, did you enjoy the story? Hit that like button and subscribe. When Tim watched the horror movie, he was thrilled by the plot and special effects. It was an exciting and tense adventure that kept him on edge until the very end. I was happy to see him enjoying the genre and how his eyes sparkled with enthusiasm. In the evening, he discussed the movie, sharing his favorite moments, and it was fun and interesting.
But as night fell, I began to worry. Tim became nervous and anxious, and although I knew the movie was just fiction, his fears started to haunt him. I was concerned he wouldn't be able to sleep, and that his nighttime fears might seriously affect his well-being. I was anxious about every creak and shadow that might remind him of the scenes from the film.
In the morning, when strange things started happening, I was outraged. Why did these things have to happen? It was unfair. Tim had already endured a night full of fears and anxieties, and now he was being plagued by oddities. It was simply unacceptable. I was ready to fight to protect him from any potential troubles.
When the oddities started occurring, I felt disgusted. The strange noises and mysterious events not only scared Tim, but also made me feel uncomfortable. I was distressed that reality seemed to be turning into a terrible movie that Tim had watched. It was unpleasant and gave me a sense of anxiety and distaste.
Despite all the fears and discomforts, Tim managed to find the strength to handle the situation. He began to see everything that was happening as mere coincidences and approach the situation with humor. His ability to find positivity, even in difficult situations, helped him overcome his fears and regain his calm. I was happy to see him smiling again and tackling all the problems with confidence.
As things began to settle down, I felt a sense of relief. Tim managed to handle the situation and regain his calm. Although I still worried about his nighttime fears, I was glad that he was able to see the events as part of his imagination and deal with them. It gave me confidence that he could handle any challenges that came his way.
I was glad that Tim could handle the situation despite all the discomforts. Although what was happening was unfair and annoying, he didn't let his fears take over and kept moving forward. I was proud of how he showed resilience and courage.
Although all these oddities were unpleasant and made me feel uncomfortable, I was happy that Tim was able to overcome his fears and return to a sense of normalcy. These events reminded us of how important it is to stay calm and not let fears and discomforts control us.
So, despite all the difficulties and nighttime fears, Tim managed to handle the situation and return to normal life. We were all happy to see his confidence and ability to deal with challenges. It was a lesson in how important it is not to let fears control you and to find joy and courage even in the toughest situations.
Hey everyone, our stories have come to an end. We really hope you enjoyed them. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. Your support means a lot to us.
While we were sharing stories, Tim has reached the final challenge. Mega Minion Boss. This is a very serious opponent, but we will crush him. Tim is strong and brave, and he will definitely defeat him.
Oh no, he's so big and gross. It's disgusting to look at him. Do we have any other options? Do we really have to fight him? Maybe there's a way to avoid him somehow.
Hooray! Tim defeated the boss. We did it. Tim has completed this level. Guys, you definitely need to like and subscribe for this. It's amazing.
It was really scary, but this level is truly interesting and dangerous. Guys, thank you for being with us. Thanks for watching and for your support. Bye for now.
Hello, everyone. My name is Joy. With me are my friends Anxiety, Anger, and Disgust. Today, we're going to play the game mode Escape Evil Stepdad.
Guys, did you hear what he said to our boy Tim? I'm really scared. What if this evil stepdad does something bad to us?
What does that jerk think he's doing? All right, we're not wasting any time. The window! We can escape through the window. We're not going to let this old man boss us around.
Great, we've been spotted. That guy is so annoying. So what's the plan now?
I think we can get out through the next window. Yes, definitely. Let's go. We'll make it out. Everyone, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so Tim can defeat the evil stepdad. Also, comment down below which mode we should play next.
Joy, how can you stay so calm in a situation like this? It's really, really scary. I can't even think about what would happen if Tim falls or gets caught by the stepdad. I'm so scared.
Wow, look at those huge saw. It's pretty creepy for sure. But hey, don't worry everyone. We're going to kick that old man's butt. And as for the other obstacles, Tim's a smart kid. He'll manage to get through this and escape.
Oh no, this is terrible, dangerous, and gross. Don't we have any other options for escape? Why is it always lava, saws, and knives?
All right, if that's our only escape plan, then we don't have much choice. But honestly, it's not that bad. Look around. Everything's actually kind of friendly, don't you think?
Oh no! It's the evil stepdad! I get so scared when he's around and watching us. We need to sneak past him as quietly and carefully as possible, but it's so terrifying.
I'm about to explode with anger. What does he want from us? Why is he staring at Tim? Stupid evil stepdad.
It stinks. Ugh, how badly he smells. Does this guy even know what a shower is? He clearly doesn't practice hygiene at all.
Guys, I think we need to hurry and escape through that ventilation. The evil stepdad is nearby and he might catch us. Tim, please hurry.
Oh no, it's so cramped here. I'm scared. Why do we always have to crawl through ventilation? Ah! The evil stepdad is so close to Tim. Let's hurry. I'm really terrified.
If it weren't for this grate, I'd definitely show him my strength. Go, Tim. Move forward and don't look back. We need to escape from this damn home prison.
Oh God, these huge lawnmowers. This is terrifying. They're so loud and stinky, I can't stand them. When are we ever gonna get out of here?
Lawnmowers! I think this isn't the toughest challenge for Tim. He'll manage it. Guys, I think this is a great moment to share a couple of interesting stories with our viewers. So, let's see if you can hit that like button and subscribe in 5 seconds. Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Did you make it? If not, I'm giving you another 5 seconds.
Joy, I think everyone has managed to do it. It's time to move on to the stories.
We love being emotions for Tim. Once, while walking through the forest, he stumbled upon an old box decorated with strange symbols. Tim was ecstatic when he discovered it was magical and could grant wishes. The box was special. It could only grant wishes that helped others. Tim immediately decided to use it to make the world a better place.
Of course, I was a bit worried. Powerful things like a magical box can be dangerous if used incorrectly. Tim started small. He wished for his friend Jack, who was sick, to get better. And believe it or not, Jack did get better. Tim was thrilled, but I couldn't shake my anxiety. What if the wishes had side effects?
I was a bit annoyed that Tim didn't first check how the box worked. He was so excited about helping others that he didn't think about the consequences. But when we saw Jack healthy and happy, my anger subsided. Tim used the box with good intentions, and that was important. I hoped he'd be wise and not wish for something that could cause problems.
When Tim began using the box for more significant changes, like helping the local animal shelter, I felt a twinge of unease. He had good intentions, but the box looked old and a bit creepy. I couldn't shake the feeling that something might go wrong. But all of Tim's wishes came true exactly as he intended, which gave us all hope.
Each new wish Tim made brought joy and relief to those around him. He wished for new swings and slides in the park, and soon the city authorities installed new equipment. Tim also helped his family and neighbors, and even organized aid for those in need. The box was a real miracle, but most importantly, Tim learned the value of helping others and being kind.
Still, I continue to worry. How long would the box work? And what would happen if Tim wished for something wrong or selfish? I knew Tim was a good boy, but the box's power was too great to underestimate. I hope Tim would be careful and wise with his wishes.
It sometimes frustrated me when Tim faced difficulties or when people didn't understand his good intentions. He tried so hard to help, but some people just didn't see how much he was doing for everyone. It wasn't fair, but I was proud of how Tim handled these situations. He didn't give up and continued to do good.
The box, though it brought much good, still seemed a bit strange and unsettling to me. But over time, I learned to accept it as part of our lives. The main thing was that Tim used it for good deeds and learned along the way. We all understood that the box wasn't just a magical object, but a tool that helped Tim and others become better.
In the end, Tim learned that true magic wasn't in the box, but in his own good deeds and actions. Even without magical help, he could bring joy and relief to others simply by being attentive and caring. The box disappeared as suddenly as it had appeared, leaving behind not only good deeds but valuable lessons that Tim would remember for a lifetime. We were happy to be part of this amazing story and to see how our Tim grew and became kinder and wiser. Today is a big day in Tim's head. His parents gave him a brand new phone and Tim is over the moon with happiness. He had been dreaming about this for a long time and now he finally got such an amazing gift. Tim immediately started setting up the phone, downloading games and apps. We all felt his joy and excitement. It was contagious.
On the other hand, I was a bit worried. New phones are so fragile, and Tim can sometimes be a bit careless. I kept reminding him to put on a protective case and screen cover to avoid breaking the phone. And of course, there's the internet and social media. What if he gets into some unpleasant situation?
When Tim started telling his friends about the new phone, I felt a slight irritation. Some kids immediately started feeling jealous, and one even joked that Tim would soon become addicted to the phone. That made me angry. Tim deserved this gift, and it's not his fault that not everyone has such things. I wanted his friends to be happy for him, not tease him.
A particularly unpleasant moment was when Tim started watching a lot of videos online. Some of them were frankly boring and pointless. I felt disgusted that he was wasting so much time on nonsense. I tried to hint to Tim that it would be better to use the phone for something useful or interesting, like learning something new or connecting with friends.
But overall, there was a lot of joy. Tim found many useful apps online that helped him learn and grow. He even started trying to program simple games. It was so great to see how the new phone opened up new opportunities and hobbies for him.
Of course, I continued to worry a bit about the time he spent on the phone. I tried to remind him that it's important not to forget about real life and friends, as well as studying. We all work together to find a balance between fun and useful activities.
And when Tim started sharing useful knowledge and interesting discoveries with his friends, I felt proud. He wasn't just enjoying his new phone, but also using it to help others and share joy. This was a real example of how technology can be used for good.
Sometimes I was still concerned that Tim might get too absorbed in something not very useful. But I was glad that he became more mindful and started choosing quality content. It was important to see that he wasn't just consuming information, but also learning to critically evaluate it.
In the end, the new phone became not just a gadget for Tim, but a tool for self-expression and self-development. We were all happy that we could help him find the right path and learn to use technology wisely and joyfully.
Guys, write in the comments how you like the stories. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Your support means a lot to us. Also, to not miss new videos, click the bell icon.
Guys, we're almost there. If we defeat Evil Stepdad, we can return home. We have to believe in ourselves and each other.
Yes, enthusiasm alone isn't enough. This evil stepdad has been getting in our way for too long. We need to act quickly and decisively.
His laugh is so annoying and he smells awful. I hope we can handle this without too much trouble.
Oh no, what if we can't beat him? He's so strong and cunning. Do we have a backup plan?
Don't worry, Anxiety. We have a plan, and we're ready. We're all different, but that's our strength. Anger, you can distract him with your intensity. Disgust, use your sense of smell to find his weak spot. And anxiety and I will support you and keep an eye on the situation.
Great, I'm ready to get angry and end this for good.
Of course! Together we will win! Let's show the evil stepfather that he picked the wrong team to mess with.
Yes! We did it! We defeated the old evil stepfather. He got what he deserved. Well done, team. To our viewers, thank you for watching. Hit the like button and subscribe. Goodbye, everyone.
Hello, friends! We're so happy you joined us today. We've got a lot of exciting stuff prepared for you, and we're sure you'll love it.
Yes, yes. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss our new adventures. Give us a like so we know you enjoy what we're doing.
Hey, don't waste time. Subscribe to the channel and hit those likes. We're working hard for you, and it's the only way to support us. So come on, do it now.
Yeah, and don't forget to leave a comment. It's important for us to know what you liked or what you'd like to see next.
Well, let's get started. Today, our boy Tim will be playing Roblox in the Escape Toby's Hospital mode.
Oh, a hospital. I hope it won't be too scary. I always get nervous in places like this.
A hospital, huh? Tim can handle anything that comes his way. Let's see how he gets out of this mess.
I hope it's clean there, and there won't be any dirty corridors or filthy instruments. So shall we begin?
Great! We found the key! Tim, let's hurry and open that door! We're almost out of here!
Oh no, the doctor is right behind us. Tim, please be careful and don't drop the key. We need to move quickly.
Run faster, Tim. That doctor won't catch us if you keep up the pace. We won't let him get to us.
I can hear his heavy breathing. Tim, get that door open now. I can't stand the thought of him getting any closer.
This is kind of fun, isn't it? Crawling through the vents feels like we're on a secret mission. Tim, you're doing great.
I don't know, Joy. It's so cramped in here, and we don't know what's ahead. What if there are traps or something worse?
Stop worrying, Anxiety. Tim can handle it. He's been through worse. Just keep moving forward and we'll be out of here in no time.
I hope this vent doesn't get any grosser. I can already feel the dust sticking to my skin. Ugh, this is so disgusting.
Hey, look! I think I see a way out just ahead. We'll be in a new room in no time. Stay positive, everyone.
Oh no, we're here. What's that smell? It's getting stronger. I have a bad feeling about this.
Great, what now? More obstacles? Tim, get ready. We can't afford to slow down.
Look at those pipes. Green slime is oozing out of them. This is a nightmare. Tim, you'll have to jump on those blocks to get across. Just don't touch the slime.
We have an incredible story for you about how Tim ended up on a thrilling treasure hunt on a mysterious island. It all started when Tim found an ancient map in an old library. The map marked the way to a legendary treasure hidden on the enigmatic island. Tim was absolutely thrilled at the idea of going on this adventure.
Oh, absolutely! But it wasn't just about finding the treasure. The island was full of traps and dangers. Tim faced off against nasty sea monsters and evil pirates. One of the toughest moments was when he had to cross a bridge made of creaky planks. Tim kept stumbling and falling into the water. It was definitely not an easy challenge.
I was so worried too. Tim was constantly in danger. In the dark depths of the cave where he was searching for the treasure, he couldn't find his way out. I was afraid he might get lost or fall into some trap. But he showed such determination and managed to find an ancient mechanism that revealed secret passages.
And those creepy caves. They were full of muck, mold, and horrifying spiders that made even me shudder. Tim kept stepping in sticky slime, and the horrid smell filled the cave. It was clear that it wasn't easy for him, but he kept going despite all the disgust.
And finally, after all the hardships, Tim found the treasure. It was hidden in an ancient chest, and when he opened it, fireworks of precious gems exploded into the air. Tim was on cloud 9, and we were all so happy that he had overcome all the obstacles and found the treasure.
Yes, and I must admit he showed incredible willpower. Even though I'm not thrilled that everything went so smoothly for him, he deserves praise for handling those horrible trials.
It was a tense journey, and I'm glad it ended well. Tim proved that even in the scariest situations, you can find a way out.
Yes, although it was frightening and disgusting, Tim managed to overcome all the challenges. And perhaps those unpleasant experiences made his adventure even more exciting.
In the end, Tim returned home full of new experiences and stories. And although the journey was tough, he proved that with determination and bravery, you can overcome any obstacle. I hope you enjoyed this story. Get ready for another exciting story about Tim's adventure in a fantastical realm. This time, Tim found himself in a magical land where he had to compete in a grand tournament to save the Enchanted Kingdom. The tournament had all kinds of incredible challenges, from dragon racing to wizard duels. Tim was beyond thrilled to prove himself in such a magical setting.
Oh, the tournament wasn't all rainbows and butterflies. Tim had to face off against some of the most ruthless competitors. There was a particularly nasty sorcerer who constantly tried to sabotage Tim's efforts. Tim was furious when his dragon was tampered with and almost lost the race. It was infuriating to see how low some people can go just to win.
I was on edge the whole time. The stakes were incredibly high, and one mistake could mean disaster. Tim had to navigate through a labyrinth filled with hidden traps and mystical beasts. There were moments when I feared he might get trapped or face a dangerous creature that could end his quest. Every turn seemed like it could be his last.
And the conditions in the labyrinth were just dreadful. The walls were covered in slimy moss, and the air was thick with a foul stench. Not to mention the creepy crawlies and the occasional burst of foul-smelling gas that made the whole experience just revolting. Tim had to wade through muck and fight off disgusting critters while trying to stay focused.
Despite all the challenges, Tim's perseverance paid off. He managed to navigate through the labyrinth, beat the sorcerer in the final duel, and win the grand prize, a magical artifact that could restore peace to the kingdom. Tim's excitement was through the roof when he realized he had saved the realm and achieved his goal.
It was satisfying to see Tim triumph over those who tried to bring him down. Even though it was a hard-fought victory, Tim showed that determination and courage can overcome even the nastiest obstacles.
I'm relieved that everything turned out well in the end. Tim's bravery and quick thinking saved the day. The tension was immense, but he handled it all with incredible skill.
As much as I hated the nasty conditions and the gross encounters, I have to give Tim credit for pushing through. His ability to endure the disgusting aspects of the quest and still come out on top was truly impressive.
And that's the story of Tim's magical tournament adventure. He proved once again that no matter how challenging or disgusting the situation, with determination and a positive spirit, you can achieve greatness. Thanks for listening, and I hope you enjoyed the story. Today, we're going to tell you an incredible story about how we, joy, anger, anxiety, and disgust, used to be in the mind of a criminal. Yes, it's true. We were part of his mind and helped him turn his life around. It all started many years ago when this criminal was just beginning his path.
Yeah, it was something. We were all filled with rage and hatred, and honestly, it was quite an unpleasant time. This criminal was furious, and I was the main source of his anger. He constantly directed his rage at others, which of course led him to a lot of problems.
On the other hand, I was there to remind him of all the possible dangers and consequences of his actions. My anxiety and fear often spilled over to him, making his life even more stressful. I was always in his head, highlighting how risky and dangerous everything was.
I can't forget how I filled his mind with repulsive thoughts. He was full of disgust towards the world around him, and that didn't help his mood at all. He only saw the bad in everything, which just made things worse.
But everything changed one fine day. At some point, he started to realize that this life wasn't bringing him happiness. I began to remind him that joy and satisfaction could be found outside of this darkness. We started working together to guide him on the right path.
Yeah, I admit it wasn't easy. He had to deal with my anger and learn to control it, but in the end, he learned to use it for positive purposes. He began fighting for justice instead of spreading chaos.
I also helped him by showing that fear and anxiety could be used to avoid real threats and make thoughtful decisions. I taught him that sometimes dangers can be prevented by taking the right measures.
And I played my part too. I helped him see that disgust and aversion could be overcome, and that it's important to strive for cleanliness and order. He learned to appreciate the good things in life and stopped focusing on what disgusted him.
In the end, we all helped him change his life. Now he lives an honest life, helps others, and has found his place in society. We are proud that we were able to help him become the best version of himself.
Yes, I'm glad he realized that anger isn't the path to happiness. He learned to use his energy for something good.
And I'm happy that his fear and anxiety now help him avoid real dangers rather than creating them.
And I'm glad he was able to overcome his negative feelings and find joy in life.
So, friends, that's the story. Even the darkest and most negative thoughts can be transformed into something good. It's never too late to change your life for the better. Thanks for joining us today. We hope you enjoyed our story.
Yeah, it's been a wild ride. Remember, even when things get tough, you've got the power to make a change.
And if you ever feel overwhelmed, just take a deep breath and think things through. You've got this.
Don't forget to keep things clean and stay true to yourself. It's the little things that make a big difference.
Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed our time together. Your support really helps.
Goodbye for now. Remember, keep striving for the best.
Bye, everyone. Hello, dear friends. Today we're in for something truly special. This will be one of those adventures that sticks with you for a long time. We're going to play the floor is lava mode. And I have to say, today is going to be hot in every sense of the word. Imagine us jumping from platform to platform, trying to avoid the boiling lava that's literally bubbling beneath our feet. I'm already excited because this isn't just a game. It's a real test of agility, speed, and the ability to make quick decisions.
Ha! In this challenge, it's not just agility that'll be tested, but also the strength of your spirit. Because when there's lava boiling beneath you, it's not just about jumping, it's about surviving. And every step needs to be filled with adrenaline, every move carefully calculated. You think this is just a regular game? No, this is a real test. Lava doesn't forgive mistakes, and if you hesitate even for a second, it's over. You lose. So, get ready for a truly fiery show.
Oh, I'm so nervous. Lava is no joke. It's literally beneath our feet, and even the slightest mistake could lead to us ending up in a river of fire. I can imagine us trying to jump from one narrow platform to another, hoping not to slip. Every time the lava gets closer, my heart starts beating faster, and you start wondering, can I really do this? But we don't have a choice, do we? We have to keep going and hope that our skills and your support will help us get through this terrifying challenge.
Honestly, lava is just awful. All that heat, the flames everywhere, and you can literally feel the hair on your head burning from the temperature. I can't even think about it without feeling grossed out, let alone actually participate in such a challenge. But someone's got to do the dirty work, right? We'll be jumping, we'll be dodging, and all of that just to avoid falling into that fiery abyss. Just think about it. Lava doesn't forgive mistakes, and I absolutely hate losing.
But that's exactly what makes the game so exciting, friends. This isn't just a challenge for us. It's a challenge for everyone watching us. You'll see how we overcome difficulties together, how we deal with the heat, the lava, the obstacles that await us at every turn. It's a real adventure that requires not just agility, but also support. And I'm sure that with your help, we'll succeed. You're with us, right?
Of course they're with us. They wouldn't leave us in a moment like this, when everything's on the line. And you know what? When things get really intense, when the lava is literally under our feet, I want to see all your support. Because in those moments, we need every drop of energy, every word of encouragement to get through this fiery ordeal. We'll fight to the end, and I know we're not alone.
Guys, we've been through so much together. These exciting moments where we overcome challenges, celebrate victories, and deal with setbacks. It's all thanks to you. If you like what we're doing and want to see even more adventures, don't forget to hit that like button.
Yes, the like button isn't just a button. It's your way of saying, keep up the great work. Every like you give us is a boost of energy that drives us to push through and tackle even tougher levels. So, come on, don't hold back.
And please subscribe to our channel. I always worry that you might miss something important. With a subscription, you'll be up to date on all our new videos and won't miss any of our adventures. I'll be a little less anxious too.
And of course, don't forget to leave comments. We always read what you write, and it helps us improve. Just keep it respectful, or it might spoil the mood. Want to see something specific? Let us know. Your opinion matters.
So, friends, likes, subscriptions, and comments are what help us grow and improve. Let's make our channel even better together. Story time! This moment starts with a story about how Tim organized a robot building contest in his yard and faced unexpected challenges. Today's story is going to be absolutely thrilling. Tim decided to host a real robot building contest right in his yard. It all started when he gathered his friends and neighbors to show what they could do. It was like a real festival. Imagine, each participant brought their unique ideas and materials to create their dream robot. The air was filled with laughter, conversation, and the spirit of competition. Each person had their own goal: to make their robot the smartest and most agile. It's especially heartwarming to see everyone around enjoying and being inspired, as it was a true celebration of engineering and creativity.
But, as often happens, not everything went smoothly, and that's where the problems began. Some robots started malfunctioning, causing a real commotion. One robot unexpectedly started moving erratically, leading to the complete destruction of other creations. People began arguing about who was at fault, whether it was the malfunction or the design itself. Real discussions and discontent flared up, especially when someone started blaming others for their robot not working properly. This led to a storm of emotions and dissatisfaction among the participants, and sometimes even conflicts arose that needed immediate resolution to prevent ruining the celebration.
Exactly. I was really worried for Tim at that moment. Despite all his efforts, some robots started failing at the worst possible times. Each time something went wrong, Tim's stress and worry increased. He tried to fix the problems on the fly, which was very stressful, especially with all eyes on him. I constantly worried that he might feel overwhelmed and disappointed due to the numerous technical issues. The drive to fix everything and ensure the contest went smoothly was a heavy burden, and I feared that he might just burn out and feel like a failure.
Oh, and let's not forget the nightmare of the mess. All those leftover parts, rusty bits of metal, and general debris piling up in the corner of the yard were dreadful. After all the technical issues, there was a real mess. Broken parts, old wires, and dirt. It all created a truly unpleasant sight. Fixing and dealing with the problems didn't add any joy to the situation. I always feel disgusted by such messes. But even in this case, Tim managed to stay calm and persistent. He tackled the issues and kept working despite all the discomfort and unpleasant moments.
But despite all the challenges, the robot building contest turned out to be a real success. Tim and his friends learned lessons from all the problems and difficulties, and each participant had a blast. In the end, even the most unpleasant moments became part of an exciting adventure. The atmosphere was filled with support and mutual help. It was a day that will be remembered for a long time, and we all came together to make it a true celebration of engineering and friendship. So let's congratulate Tim and all the participants for overcoming the challenges and making this day unforgettable. And the next story will be about a time travel adventure with an antique clock. Story is about Tim, who found an antique clock in his grandmother's attic. These clocks turned out to be magical and could transport him to different eras. He was thrilled with this discovery and decided to embark on an amazing journey. His first stop was the era of knights.
But it wasn't all smooth sailing. Tim immediately found himself in the middle of a knightly tournament where he had to face many challenges. He saw knights battling it out in the tournament, and not all of them were friendly. He had to avoid fights and find a way to gather the necessary information to get back home.
I was really worried about Tim when he ended up in a dangerous situation. He accidentally found himself in a castle full of mysterious traps and ancient mechanisms. He had to solve complex puzzles to find a way to the next stage of his journey and return to the clock.
The time-traveling adventure in the era of knights wasn't without its unpleasant aspects. Tim faced unbearable dirt and discomfort, as living conditions back then were far from ideal. It was a real test for him.
Tim successfully overcame the challenges and returned home with a wealth of incredible experiences. He saw how knights lived and learned to appreciate modern life. His journey turned out to be a true adventure, bringing him joy and new knowledge.
Although Tim went through many difficulties, he came out of this experience stronger and more confident. These challenges taught him how to handle any problems that might arise in the future.
After this journey, Tim became more cautious. He realized how important it is to be attentive and respect the past. He learned to cherish every moment and understand the consequences of his actions.
Despite all the hardships and unpleasantness, Tim appreciated the comfort of his own time. This journey taught him to value the cleanliness and convenience of modern living conditions.
We've just finished our amazing adventure with the antique clock and time travel. We hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. If you liked what we did, please don't forget to hit that like button. It helps us know that you enjoy our stories and want to see more.
Yeah, a like isn't just a button. It's a way to support us and show that we're on the right track. Every like is like fuel for our enthusiasm. We're working hard to create even more exciting stories and adventures, and your support is crucial. So don't hold back. Hit that button.
And don't forget to subscribe to our channel. I always worry that you might miss our new videos if you're not subscribed. Subscribing is your way to ensure you don't miss any important stories. We release new videos regularly, and staying updated is really convenient.
Also, leave your comments below the video. We read each one and truly value your feedback. Your suggestions help us improve our content and make it more interesting for you. But let's keep it polite. Constructive criticism and suggestions really help, while rudeness can spoil the mood.
Don't forget, your opinion is very important to us. We want our content to be just how you like it. So, leave your comments and share your thoughts. Until next time, and have a great day. Hello, dear friends. I'm Joy, and I'm so happy you're with us today.
Hey there, I'm Anger. Ready for something really exciting? We've got something special for you.
Hi, it's Anxiety. I hope you're all doing well. Today's adventure will be a bit tense, but we'll get through it together.
Hi, this is Disgust. I hope you're all ready for new challenges and interesting moments. Let's get started.
Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and like this video. It helps us keep doing what we love.
And leave comments so we know which adventures you like the most.
Yes, and share your thoughts. It's important for us to know what you think.
Ready? Then let's go. Let's start our adventure.
Today, Tim and I are going to play Roblox in the Escape Baby Bobby Daycare mode. I think it's going to be a lot of fun and very exciting.
Yeah, let's see if we can escape this daycare. It better be challenging.
I'm already feeling a bit nervous. Daycares can be full of surprises.
Let's just hope it's not too messy. I'm not a fan of sticky situations.
All right, let's get started and see what adventures await us.
Oh no, look at this huge room. And there are so many platforms to jump across. What if Tim misses and falls? These platforms are so small and far apart. What if he loses his balance? It's so scary. I don't know if he can do it.
Calm down. Tim can do this. He just needs to focus and be careful. It's a test of strength and endurance, and Tim will pass it. Stop doubting. If Tim gets nervous, he will definitely fall. He needs to stay focused and act confidently. We have to support him, not scare him, so let's cheer him on together.
You're right, Anger. It's just, I can't help worrying. I hope everything goes well. Okay, I'll try not to stress so much. Go, Tim, you can do it. We believe in you.
That's better. Hey, Tim, watch each platform carefully, take confident steps, and don't rush. You can do this. Imagine you're a hero overcoming all obstacles in your path. You got this. We believe in you.
Today we have an incredible story about Tim who accidentally found a magical flying skateboard. Yes, you heard it right. A skateboard that can fly. Tim was over the moon when he first soared through the air, and this was the start of his amazing adventure.
But joy was short-lived. As soon as Tim began using the skateboard, he ran into problems. Evil trolls appeared in town, wanting to steal the magical skateboard. They were a real threat. Tim and his friends had to fight to protect the skateboard from these nasty trolls.
Every time the trolls showed up, I was filled with worry. I always feared for Tim's safety. For instance, when the trolls captured one of Tim's friends, he had to carry out a dangerous rescue in underground catacombs. Every step was fraught with danger, and I was terrified at the thought of something bad happening.
I can't forget what Tim had to endure. When he sneaked into the troll's lair, he stumbled upon a disgusting swamp full of sticky, foul-smelling slime. The trolls lived in filth, and their lair was filled with unpleasant odors and revolting creatures. I was just appalled by what was happening.
But despite all the difficulties, Tim showed incredible courage and ingenuity. He used the magical skateboard to skillfully maneuver through obstacles and escape from the trolls. In the end, he managed to defeat the trolls and return the skateboard to its rightful place so no one else would be hurt.
Yes, Tim did it, but it was a real battle. The trolls not only wanted the skateboard, but also destroyed half the town. Every moment was filled with conflict and aggression.
But despite all the fears and worries, Tim and his friends managed to overcome. They learned to work together and use their strengths to tackle every challenge. It was very tense, but the outcome was worth it.
And even though the adventure was full of unpleasant moments, Tim showed that with determination and bravery, you can overcome any obstacle, no matter how awful.
So, kids, that was an amazing adventure. Thanks for spending this time with us. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss out on new stories and adventures of Tim. And the next story will be about Tim, who unexpectedly found himself in an incredible world where every day repeats over and over as if he had entered Groundhog Day. At first, it seemed amazing and fun, as Tim could do anything without worrying about the consequences.
But, as often happens, not everything was smooth. Tim quickly realized that each day repeated with small but annoying changes. Even simple things, like the order in his room or what he did in the morning, became a constant source of irritation. He tried to change his actions, but nothing could alter the fact that everything started from scratch again.
What worried me the most was that Tim didn't know when this endless day would end. Every time he thought he found a way to escape or change something, he woke up again on the same day. This created a huge sense of anxiety because he didn't know how to cope with the cycle.
And not only that. Every day Tim faced the same unpleasant things. The memories of having to clean dirty spots in the house or repeatedly tidy up things that were already cleaned were just disgusting. All of this made Tim's day even more unpleasant.
But despite all the difficulties, Tim found a way to use this strange situation to his advantage. He learned to make each thing better than before. He used every repetitive day to perfect his skills, help others, and have fun. It was amazing how he turned even the most ordinary moments into something special.
Even though he continued to face annoying repetitions, Tim learned to deal with it. He stopped getting angry at every little mishap and started using his new skills to overcome challenges.
I saw how Tim became more confident and calm despite the constant repetition of the day. He learned to manage his anxiety by focusing on his goals and trying not to worry about when it would all end.
And even though many things remained unpleasant, Tim learned to take lessons from them. He stopped complaining about dirty and disgusting things and began to see them from a new perspective. It was unexpected but still useful.
In the end, when Tim learned to find joy in every moment and used his experience to improve the lives of those around him, the Groundhog Day ended. He returned to normal time, but with new knowledge and skills that helped him handle any difficulty.
And although the path was long and irritating, Tim managed to overcome this challenge and became stronger.
I was so happy to see Tim learn to cope with anxiety and find a way to handle any situation.
Yes, and even despite all the unpleasant moments, Tim was able to use his skills to make his life better. It was truly amazing.
And the next story will be about how Tim found himself on a magical island where all wishes come true. This island was full of amazing things: flying crystals, talking animals, and an ocean of chocolate milk. Tim was on cloud 9 with happiness.
But not everything was so rosy. The island had its problems. At first, Tim struggled with magical creatures who often got their wishes mixed up, leading to mishaps. Some island games were incredibly difficult and even frustrating.
I was worried about the unpredictability of the island. Every day, something new and strange happened. Snake rain, unexpected disappearances of objects, and unpredictable behavior from magical creatures. Tim didn't know what to expect, and it made him very anxious.
And I was grossed out by how some magical creatures left their mess everywhere. These creatures were messy, and there was dirt and sticky spots all over the place. Tim tried to find a way to deal with this mess, but it was quite a challenge.
Despite all the difficulties, Tim didn't miss a chance to enjoy the happy moments. He explored the island, met kind creatures, and took part in amazing adventures. In the end, he found a way to use the island's magic to make his day even more magical.
Although the island was full of challenges, Tim learned to handle them. He used his skills to overcome the toughest trials and turned frustration into motivation.
Over time, Tim got used to the strange and unpredictable events. He began to adapt to the new rhythm of life on the island and even found joy in unexpected twists.
Tim also found ways to deal with the dirt and mess. He became more tolerant of inconveniences and learned to find pleasure even in the least appealing aspects of island life.
Thus, Tim completed his adventure on the magical island, full of wonders and amazing discoveries. He learned to find joy even in tough situations and made the experience unforgettable.
Tim became stronger and more confident despite all the difficulties.
He learned to handle unexpected situations and grew more self-assured.
And even the dirt and mess didn't ruin his adventure. Tim learned to cope with inconveniences and find something positive in them.
So our adventure ends on a high note, with new knowledge and experiences that Tim will remember for a long time. Well, our stories have come to an end. We hope you enjoyed listening to them as much as we enjoyed telling them. We put a lot of heart into them and tried to make them interesting and exciting for you. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. It really helps us continue creating new and thrilling adventures for you.
Yeah, and every like, every subscription, and every comment really matters to us. We want our stories to reach as many people as possible, and your support helps us a lot. Don't forget to leave comments so we know what stories you want to hear next. Your thoughts and suggestions are very valuable to us.
Thank you for being with us today. Avoid dirty situations unless they're in a story. Keep your space clean and your heart joyful. We're happy to share these moments with you and hope our stories bring you joy and inspiration.
Goodbye, everyone. See you next time.